how I bought a car out of thin air. So, as long as I can remember, I've wanted this tattoo up my side and my shoulder that said that she'll find something to stand on or she'll be taught to fly. And instead I didn't get it because often I really actually felt really broken-winged. See, when I was little, I used to sleep underneath my bed and against the wall so that my mom's husband couldn't find me, and I don't think that my sister was so lucky. He used to threaten to kill my sister and I daily, and my mom would do nothing. Or she'd defend him instead. And so my only logical conclusion to this was that I wasn't really worth it. I wasn't enough to be loved or looked after. And I wrapped myself in that identity, in those bags, that baggage, and I, like a tethered blanket that I tied down by the strings. I graduated college the month the economy failed. I barely survived a 3-year abusive relationship where I didn't leave because I didn't believe I was worth it, anything different. I kept searching for what felt familiar. And I had 3 close friends commit suicide, and everywhere I looked, everything felt heavy, and bags, and bags, and bags. 2.5 years ago, I moved to Portland for a different relationship. And instead, I found myself alone and broke in a city that I didn't know, and always days away from living on the streets. And I was a far cry from a loving relationship, a career that I felt purposeful in, or the mountains my soul was in love with back in Colorado. I was in Portland and days away from living on the streets. So I thought about selling my car just to pay my bills. And I started to hear these voices coming out of my phone on YouTube of Lisa Nichols and Tony Robbins and all of these incredible thought leaders that didn't come from much, and they're making a difference in the world, and they had abundance in every area. And I had to figure out what they were doing different. And I realized they started meditating, and they all let go of their old broken-winged story. So I started to do this, and I sat in forgiveness, and I loved every part of myself I didn't like and I didn't want to see. And things started happening with ease. I sold my car, got back to Colorado with the exact way I envisioned it. I found better paying jobs and better friends. So a year ago, I decided it was time to buy another car. And I didn't know if I had quite the income to be able to afford it. I was working with this financial lady, and she said it might not happen. I went and I sat and I meditated and I wrestled with the universe, and I realized that I still had these old beliefs that were holding me back. I believed I couldn't have abundance without burdens, and I believed I couldn't have dreams without paying a heavy price. So at the end of it, the meditation, I said, all right, whatever you have for me, I'll do. And within 10 minutes, the same lady texted me back and said, holy shit, the financial gods are working in your favor. And when can you come in today? And when I got there, she leaned over and she whispered, they didn't even ask for your income. And then she goes, I don't know what happened between yesterday and today, but all kinds of people are getting approved by different lenders that weren't yesterday. And so I'm here today with a better and newer version of the same car I had to sell in Portland. And this lighter yoke, my bags aren't heavy every day, feels like a gift. And I'm starting a business all about helping other people see themselves the way the universe already does and always has. And I finally been taught how to fly.